Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the platform. I apologize for my voice today, but the show has to go on. And today I'm excited because I have someone whom I admire so much. I've been seeing your work on the internet, LinkedIn, Facebook. And I've been knocking on her door, and I was like, you should come. We should discuss your work and inspire other people out there. So today we are going to be exploring a series of stories showing growth, purpose, and transformation. And today I have Ruvimbo. She's an inspiring leader whose work is creating like real impact in the communities, especially stay-at-home moms. When I saw her work, I was really fascinated because most of the people really forget about people when they become moms, but she's pushing to empower them. So she has done a lot of work into HR work. She's doing quite a lot in terms of management. But beyond her professional achievements is the visionary behind Empowerment series dedicated to uplifting stay-at-home moms. So Ruvimbo, welcome to the platform. I would like to ask you to introduce yourself to the people. I know I've missed out a lot of information. I didn't do justice to what you're doing right now.
Thank you so much, Tafara Kundai, for having me on this show. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be interviewed and to share my story and the impact that I've made with the rest of the world. Thank you for having this platform for people like us. My name is Nicole Ruvimbo Marara, and recently I now identify myself as an author. I've just authored a book that's addressing the boy, how to raise them, how to mentor them, and how to give them space. I am a decision maker who makes decisions that make impact in the community. I do run Shanda Initiative app that deals with female entrepreneurs at all stages of their business journeys. It's also faith-based, where we do daily affirmations and we walk through the journey of entrepreneurship together. I also run Rainbow Consultancy. I'm coming in to help you shape your careers, be presentable in the workplace, and how to carry yourself around. So basically, that's all about me.
Thank you so much. I see you're wearing so many hats, and it makes me proud to see women like you taking the lead. Could you start by telling us, like, your personal journey? What led you into the world of leadership and empowerment?
Okay, so my journey actually came out of a lot of confusion. After my advanced level, I didn't know which career path to take. Then I found myself in the commercials field. After I was done with commercials, after my attachment, and when I was now looking for a permanent post, I noticed I didn't want to dwell much in four walls where I'll just be working with numbers only. I
Yes.
discovered I had a passion to impact, trying to collaborate. I wanted my voice to be heard out there. I would think of ideas in my office and I would think, how can I execute them? And this is where this is how Shanda Initiative was birthed. So Shanda Initiative, I didn't actually sit down and draw up a plan. No. It just so happened that I posted, I think, on my Facebook page, and I said we just needed to have an outing of women sitting together and just talking about different issues. In my first event, I hosted 5 women. I didn't even know how to handle myself in front of people. I didn't even know how to audience. And that's how Shana Initiative started. So it started, the first that I had, we just named it She Means Business, because I had an event, 85 people were coming, and I didn't have a name organization. So it was She Means Business. Yeah, we brought in strikers, I got in other partners, and then we formally registered it as a Shana Initiative, and that's how it came to life. And then for Rainbow Consultants, yes, I've always had a passion to just shape people and help people in their careers.
Yes. So at what point did you realize that empowering women, especially stay-at-home moms, was something you wanted to champion into? Because, when people really start, sometimes people are all over the place. They are trying to impact, all age groups. At what point did you, what really pushed you to start that, focusing on stay-at-home moms?
Okay, it was because I do a lot of career guidance, and I noticed that majority of my clients are women, and most of them have lost their confidence. I started to trace back, where did they lose their confidence, and I noticed most of them would lose their confidence maybe after giving birth. They
Yes.
now feel like, okay, I'm a stay-at-home mom, nothing that can come out of me. So that
Yes.
initiative for stay-at-home moms was to empower that woman in the home who wakes up, looks at a lot of dishes to be done, there's a lot of cleaning to be done, there's a
Hmm.
baby to be fed. And I was coming in to say, even if you're at home, even if you're still doing your dishes, even if you're taking care of the family, there is
Yes.
something good that you can do. Use your time and allocate it wisely.
Yes, so I love that you are trying to empower women who are at home, because I feel like in our society, a lot of people think that when they get married, when they have kids, then their life stops. And it's something that I also advocate for. And when I came across your page and I saw that you were rolling in some empowerment series on stay-at-home moms, I was like, this is really what I want to align with, because most people, like as women, when we have babies, when we, start building homes, we get so carried away. And then later on, we realize that we are not fulfilling our purpose. We are not happy outside that. And that reminds me of like one video that I saw recently on the internet where a woman was being asked, "Who are you?" And then they were saying, "I'm a mom." And then they were asked again, "Who are you?" "I'm a wife." So I love that you're bringing out this point whereby people have to exist outside their family duties. So, how does like your program helps mom reconnect with purpose and potential? And if someone is listening out there, how can they, connect with you? How can they be part of it? Is it rolled every year, once a year, or is it rolled, on a monthly basis?
Okay, so I had no a set timeline for this particular program. We did it for 3 consecutive months with different
Mhm.
people. How I did you talked about how when someone was asked who are they and they didn't know, they
Mhm.
all they said was I'm a mom, I'm a wife. So
Mhm.
what I do in programs is I then give them the reason of their why. Like, why are you existing? Why were you
Yes.
born?
Mhm.
What is your purpose? And then this shows now the how part to say,
Mhm.
like you right put it out there, to say they need to exist outside of being a mom and a wife. It's a
Mhm.
beautiful thing, but it shouldn't be all that you bring to the table. And all your conversations should not rotate outside that, because you've got a purpose. Those kids
Yes.
you're raising one day and also move on. So this is how I do those programs. Ran them like in 3 consecutive months, and then because I actually had a target. When I noticed that my target had been reached, I then cut it off, and we're about to restart it again next year.
Okay. So I saw you talked about having 85 women. How are you managing? Because there are a lot of people and some of them have different cases. How do you manage the numbers? Like, how do you structure it to ensure that you yourself are not burnt out, and also to ensure that it's not just a program that's running, but whereby other people are being left out behind, or they're just part of the program but not really advancing? How do you track the progress?
Okay, so I'll take them in batches of 20, 20
Ah,
ladies. Then we
mhm,
will then give a pace of a week after each training.
mhm.
So it wouldn't be one big group at a time. It would be like in
Okay.
groups of 20.
Okay, have you had like sorry, I'm really going deep into it because I really want someone who's watching to know that they can find support in your initiatives that you're doing. So then is there like a specific criteria? Because I know a lot of people might want to join. Is there a specific criteria that you use, or it's upon free will? Is there any screening that you do to ensure that you take up people who are really committed to the work that you're doing?
Okay, so when we actually roll out the registration, they've got a form that they fill in. We are
Mm-hmm,
looking for steady that want to
mm-hmm,
find a purpose. Already they are
mm-hmm.
holding an idea and they already have a business plan, or even just a plan to kickstart something, or even a career plan. And
Yes.
this is how we them. But we also have that class that we take of people who don't even have any plan. They don't know where to start. And we actually
Okay.
jump. But the mentoring methods will now be different.
I love that you have everything that is tailor-made for everyone because, when people are going through these programs, when you start reviewing them, some of them really can't even engage because they feel like maybe you've set the bar too high. And I'm really glad that your initiative is trying to take up everyone. You bring up the groups that don't know what they are doing, and then you also bring up people who at least know what they are doing, but they just need direction and some encouragement. So, well done for that. But aside
Yes.
from that, what do you think is the biggest misconception society has about stay-at-home moms?
That they are enough in their homes like that. I mean, everyone, they need to have a productive side. I think everyone should be able to run something other
Yes,
than you what's in the kitchen.
yes,
So, because sometimes stay-at-home moms get depressed. They feel less when they go out, when they meet other people. They fail to then connect with the world.
yes, yes,
So we are saying that if you're a stay-at-home mom, in the case that life happens and maybe you lose your husband or he falls sick or he's not capable to work, you should be able to
yes,
step in. Either you are spearheading your husband's work or you've got something that can bring food on the table. And you are
yes,
also able to sustain yourself, especially in the economy that we're currently living in. It would need you to have an extra dollar and always wait for your spouse's bank account.
yes. Yes, yes, I agree with everything that you have said. So, aside from mentoring them, maybe from your past experiences or the past batches, in which categories or in which disciplines were most stay-at-home moms leaning on?
Okay. A lot of women are now determined to get into digital marketing. Yeah, they
Oh,
want to be virtual assistants. Actually, we had a really, because I broke down how easy it is to be a virtual assistant, which
yes.
skills you need to use.
Mhm.
So a lot of women should in becoming virtual assistants.
Okay, I think that's actually good because I feel like the job also fits in with the kind of environment that they are in. So I will put in the comments your pages, which the Shanda Initiative and Rainbow Consultancy for the stay-at-home moms or even other girls who need some mentoring. Because I think a few months ago you hosted an event with girls if I
Mm.
am correct. So I want to be able to address all age groups. So I would like to put it out there that you also mentor girls who are still not knowing where they want to lean on. And it would be really nice if they could follow you on your social media and also learn quite a lot. Because I feel like what you're doing is very important. It's shaping, the next generation on how they should, how they should move or make decisions based on the careers that they want to do. So enough of the empowerment series. I'm trying to ensure that I bring out everything out of you. Yes. So congratulations on the new book. And I know that the new book is moving in another direction as well. So what inspired you to write your new book? And probably you could tell the people in length the title of the book and any events that are going to come with it. But what inspired you to write the book?
Okay. My inspiration came from the girl child. See, I've dealt with thousands of women.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought these women are being empowered. Where is the boy child in this? And
Yes.
now when we actually hear guidance, we do hear a lot of other issues that the girl child faces with the boy child. And I
Mm-hmm.
thought, is this not a gap where we are over parenting the girl child and under parenting the boy child? And this is how I turned to the boy. So the book is called To My Sons, Lessons from a Mother Who Dreamt You First. And in this book, I now sound like a mom, even though I am not yet, but I'm speaking to sons I have dreamt of. And I'm touching on issues that the boy child faces in society. I also have affirmations in that book that the boy child can be reciting with their parents, that the parent can recite with the boy. Affirmations that the girl child who is married to the boy child can then recite those affirmations together as a family.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so, and also I have a Sunday newsletter that comes out through my website every Sunday. I write something to hundreds of people that goes out. And this is how
Mhm.
I came out with issues. Say, I know we've focused on the girl child so much, but this is why we now have the girl child being seen as a threat because you
Yes.
empower. And have we taught the sons to handle the empowered woman? Have we had that conversation?
Wow, I am just in awe of whatever it is that you have said because I feel like this gap has been there for ages, and it is one of the biggest things that has been giving us problems where we have girls that are really well brought up, and when they go out there and then they meet with boys that don't really know what's going on, then we end up those girls being attacked for being bold, or those boys thinking that if a woman is doing something like this, then probably they're a threat to the society. So I love that you are filling in the gap step by step. And the fact that you started with sons, I know that it's going to, come up until it even addresses people who have already gone past the stage where you started addressing the sons. So it's really something. I'm looking forward to reading it. So if someone out there wants to read the book, where can they order? And are there any events surrounding it?
Okay, so on the 13th of December 2025, we're having the official book at Butternight Gardens in Harare, Zimbabwe.
Mm-hmm.
And the book is available in bookshops in Harare. Enough bookshops will have our book in their shop. And for the community that is the diaspora, we have done an e-publication where we are going
Mm-hmm.
to have certain sites buy the ebook. Yes, and have
Okay.
access to it.
Yeah, that's amazing because I feel like people also out there really need it. I really need it. I have a son. He's still 5 years old, so I'm really looking forward to really read the book because I feel like it's gonna help me on things probably as a mom I'll be lagging behind and not addressing, thinking, that's my boy. Oh, sometimes we act outside of our minds unknowingly. So I'm really looking forward to reading the book. So congratulations on that one. I loved the conversation that we had. You speak a lot about purpose. So I want us to maybe to just briefly discuss what does this mean to you in the context of, women empowerment, because already you have given us a lot of things, that are eye-opening. But really, when you're talking about purpose, what does it mean in the context of women empowerment?
Okay. So purpose in the women empowerment in the context of it means the reason why you were born. There is a reason why you were born, and there is a reason why you are on this earth. And what is that reason? So when you find that reason, it becomes your why. And then it births the how part. So am I supposed to do? What initiative am I supposed to run? And once you know your purpose, it brings clarity. You now know which places you should be in. It builds which people you should associate with. Who should you be sitting with? Who should you not be sitting with?
Okay. I think you have summed it up. I have to come back again and listen to this because I love that you brought the definition on. Also, you emphasized on clarity because sometimes we can identify my purpose and then in the end I don't have clarity to know like which way should I go to. And then you already explained like the process that you take the women. What practical advice would you give a stay-at-home mom who feels stuck, who feels unseen, or unsure of their next move? Probably they are watching this, maybe they will join your group later. But in case they are not able to join, I would like you to like give advice to the mom.
Okay. So if you're a stay-at-home mom, you are not a dead person. You're not a corpse. You're not a tree. You should be able to move. Even when you decide to go out, you should dress up in a way that's presentable. Take care of yourself. Take care of your body. Mind the food that you eat. Take care of your hair. Be presentable. If you're going for a family function, I've seen so many women who, when they were still girls, they would dress up and the like, and then motherhood came. I don't think motherhood was created to come and dow us as women. It should
Mm-hmm.
brighten up. Even if you've got a lot of responsibilities, set up your things. And starting up something, you don't need to think outside this world. There are women who just started YouTube videos in their kitchens and they're making millions just preparing their simple meal. There are women who they started to knit on their couches. There are people who started a whole lot of things. So you don't need to think big. It doesn't have to be difficult for you. You can start anyway. And always dress up. You need to bath. You need to be presentable. You are still a human being even after being a mother.
Wow, that's a lot, and I hope that it helps the stay-at-home moms who are listening, and also a young girl who is just listening there and thinking, maybe my life has ended because of some, past events. I hope that they understand that we are not cops, we are not dead people. We should keep moving. So, as I'm about to wrap up, I would like to kind of ask you maybe a few questions just to wrap up. What one word that describe your leadership style?
Empathy.
Empathy. Yes. And what's one habit that you are doing that keeps you grounded?
I read books.
Wow. And then a piece of advice you would give to your younger self.
You can be anything you want to be. There's no limit to anything. You are able to do anything on any stage. You don't need to be worried about what people will say. You need to live for you and not for the world.
Wow. And the last question, what does success mean to you? Feel free to go as long as you can.
Success to me means being able to bring impact to at least even one individual. When I train stay-at-home moms and then I hear results like Nicole, I applied, I got a job, I wore heels after 12 months. I haven't been in heels before. I haven't been able to dress up. So to me, this means changing a life and not necessarily lives. Even if it's just one life, to me, that's
Yeah.
success.
Okay. So, thank you so much, Nicole. This has been such an empowering and insightful conversation. Thank you for sharing your story, your passion, and your vision for helping women. I know that you are empowering people who are still at home, but also if there's someone who is out there who has an idea and they are thinking, how can I be able to start this idea or to bring it to life? I hope they learn from your story because you just decided one morning and then you started working towards that. So to everyone who is out there who is listening, if you want to connect with Nicole, you can go on Facebook. She's there. You can go on LinkedIn. I will ask for her newsletter links as well so that we can share it with people. You will find them in the comments. And also, don't forget to grab a copy of her new book. Even though you don't have sons yet, it's preparing yourself for the future. And I will also put in the details as she explained for you to be able to access her book as well. So thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, to share, and also join us next time. I will bring Nicole back with some other information or other updates of what she's doing. So don't forget to like and subscribe. And until then, stay empowered and keep leading with purpose. So thank you so much, Nicole. Bye.
I